Welcome to another episode of Hypixel Economics. Today we're going to go over inflation and deflation. Why? Because if you can understand inflation and deflation, you can start making, that's one of the key lessons to learn as a auction flipper, because auction flippers make a lot of money because they understand inflation and deflation. So basically, inflation is when a price is going down until it reaches equilibrium, and inflation is a price going up until it reaches equilibrium. What is equilibrium? Basically, there's a term called supply and demand. Um, and if the supply is higher than the demand for it, the price will go down, and that is deflation. And if the demand is higher than the price of the item, then the price will go up until it reaches equilibrium. So equilibrium is where both the supply matches, where the demand of the item and the supply of the item equal to the point where it stabilizes. So every inflation and deflation are both basically trying to reach stability until it finally does. But the reason items will inflate or deflate is because environmental factors that influence the price to influence either the demand or supply. So, for example, when Floor 7 first came out, there was no supply, but there was a demand for it, so the items were very expensive. But then the longer Floor 7 was out for, the bigger the supply got, and the price of Floor 7 items dropped. That's part one. Another example, I'll just give you one more example. During the Derpy event, they shut down the auction house and boosted XP rates. So a lot of people went farming. And then because a lot more people were farming than before, the price of all the farming items went down until it reached equilibrium. For example, let's look. Let's look at these enchanted gold carrots. They're 43 to 46k right now, which is pretty like a stable equilibrium. But during the Derpy event, they went down to 25k, where it finally reached equilibrium at 25k because the supply was so much higher than before. So that's supply and demand in a nutshell. This is going to be a two-parter. This is just the first part. The second part will be how to predict it and all the factors to consider when trying to figure out what if an item's going to go up or down. Thanks for watching. You can find me at Dave Plays Guitar on Twitch or David Gaming on YouTube. Like, subscribe. Thanks a lot.